you set up on your backswing. You want this to be pointed like that, straight towards the ball. So that's going to be a good reference point for you when you're working. It's going to give you good feedback where you are in your downswing. Alright, so that's actually pretty good because you were literally just sitting here for the last like 3 minutes and you didn't, set up to your ball. You didn't do the same thing. So we're going to talk about, this is good. We're going to talk about how important the pre-swing here. Why don't you step back here really quick?
Take this out?
Yeah, you can take that out. We're going to talk about how important how in-swing and pre-swing is, because if you don't do the same thing every time, like you're not creating a consistent routine, which means when you get out on the golf course, it's going to be hard to find that. You're going to find that rhythm.
Biggest thing in golf is consistency.
Exactly. So if you're missing your shots way right off the tee, I mean, you can still kind of mentally be there.
Yeah.
You can find those points, and you can kind of figure out what's going on.
Way to start fresh after every shot.
So I mean, what I do is I line up. Yeah. So I'm not like just hitting shots,
Deep breath.
and then I'm taking another ball, and then I'm moving my weight to it just to line up to it. No, you don't want to do that. Right. What I suggest you to do is line up to the ball with your right foot, and then pick a target with the club face. And then once you get that club face set, then you can make your transition to the stance.
Yeah.
So once you make your transition to the stance, you're gonna go like this. You're gonna get your front foot aligned with the one right here, and then you're gonna step back a little bit. What that does is just gonna give you more. You're not gonna be all handcuffed. Your club's not coming like this, and you're shanking it like you did. So it's very important to just get here, and then once you get to that position, you can think about, okay, I'm gonna hit this 115-yard shot. So what execution? All right, I'm gonna hit a 50 degree. I'm gonna saw it off about 20%, so it's gonna be about 80% shot. It's uphill, so that's when you're thinking you're ready to go. You got lined up, and then now you're thinking about the execution of it. So why don't we try that? Why don't we do 2 more, and then step back, and then we're gonna go to this yellow flag right here.
Right now?
Yeah, right now. So think about, that's probably about 115, 110. So think about what shot you're gonna hit. Think about the power you're gonna use. You got your 50 degree in your hand, which is probably a good club. We're up here on the upper half of the driving range, so it's probably gonna fly a little bit further. So those are the stuff that you have to take into consideration when you're hitting a golf shot, especially with the precision that you need with the wedge. Specifics, we're going to start with alignments. So that's a good gauge, it's a good base to start with. So you just line up. Making sure that we're doing the same thing, so hit a couple more. Point something out. You hit that terrible. It was fat. You got out of your posture. You were pivoting everywhere.
Yeah.
And because you used the alignment stick, it literally was a terrible shot, but it was a terrible shot right on the line, which is better than not.
Yeah.
Right?
Good know.
Yep. That is right at the orange flag.
Yeah.
And now what this does, it allows you to be more comfortable. And you can transfer this to when you're setting up your pre-swing. You can transfer this to the golf course.
Because I feel almost like I'm aimed right at the target,
but you're not.
Right on
exactly. So that's stuff that you kind of have to figure out. And when I'm not here, this is a good tool to gain that feedback.
Yeah.
Awesome. Let's hit one more. So when you want to gain speed and you want to hit full shots, you kind of want it to be upper in your stance, especially with a 4-iron.
Yeah.
So you can really go after it. You don't want any type of chunk or, I mean, yeah, you would want the ball in the back of your foot if you didn't want a chunk, but you really want to catch it perfectly.
Yeah.
You know, without hitting grass, you want to hit it perfect. So why don't we step up and then kind of just play in front of your left ear.
All right.
You can kind of just go after it. So you get that motion of actually going through it instead of laying off. Nice. And what that does is the ball is going higher,
Yeah.
which means that your carry distance is going to be a little bit longer. It may spin back. So it could, the total yardage between your last shot and this shot could be the same,
Yeah.
but it all depends on when it's going to land.
If you really got to go after it.
And you know, in all seriousness, Mike, like that is the fucking shot. You know what I mean? So when you're when you're on the course, you have your so here's a little training aid that I would like for you to do, because I mean I know I just said speed's the most important thing, but you also want to make sure your face is square impact, of course. Because if you don't have that, then speed is just gonna be luck, you know. So I'm gonna put 2 down here. Why don't you line up to the ball with your putter head? Go like this. Then we're gonna hit some putts. Did you say that's lined up? Yeah. Okay. All right. And then before we go into this, this is a good drill because this is gonna teach you some pre-swing and it's gonna teach you some in-swing thoughts. So you wanna, before you hit a putt, you don't wanna just go up to the ball and just start hitting it. You know, that no one ever wants to do that. It's not good. So you wanna establish a routine every single time you hit the ball. And it's kind of like what we were talking about in our past lessons with our full swing. And you want to have that in-swing thought too as well. So you go up to the ball, you know, some people will go up to it, they walk around the hole, they'll do their thing, they look at the putt, they hear that some people, here, once you listen to this again, some people put your, you know, the right foot down, and then they'll come in and then they'll putt. You know, so it's stuff like that, and then they'll help you with your in-swing thought too, because when you're ready to go, you're not worried about if you're lined up right, because your routine should help you up with that. So why don't we hit about 3 or 4? And while you're doing this drill, if you hit the tees, then what that's going to do, it's not going to be a consistent roll. So this is really good for feedback, cause and effect type stuff. So if you hit this tee, then if you hit the front tee, then it's probably closed. If it's open, then you're probably hitting that tee.
Yep.
So you know, it's good feedback. Yeah, it's good feedback, and it's and again, like I said, when we do this drill, why don't we do our pre and in-swing thoughts like we would on the course. Good putt, a little more speed. There you go.
shot, a little left to right. You want your spin RPMs around 2,000 to 2,200. That'd probably be a good range. But you were at like 3,400.
Yeah.
That's kind of too high. So why don't we hit another? Just now that I have a good gauge of what we're dealing with. Same thing, a little left to right. All right. All right, great. So, let's start with, you know what? Let's start with the Maverick.
Okay.
We're gonna go with the Maverick first. So this is a 9.0.
Yep.
Might go a little low, but I just want to see how the spin rate affects the differential.
That's a stiff shot.
Yeah, exactly. So another thing that we want to stress on too with this club fitting is we want to focus on our dispersion. So if your drives are 40 yards left and then your next drive is 50 yards right, then that's probably not the driver or shafts that we're looking for. So, just some feedback for that.
To do before the shot, and then give you some insight on the things that I see to help me make myself more comfortable with hitting the golf ball where I want it to. So some things I'm going to do to look at is which side of the tee box I'm going to line up on. If I'm going to hit a fade, I'm normally going to favor the right side. And if I'm going to hit a draw, I'm normally going to favor the left side of the tee marker. Reason being is this just allows me to line it up, and it's all individuals, specifics, right? So whatever works for you, whatever makes your mind most comfortable with hitting whatever golf shot you want to hit. And that's a good on the golf course, you're not allowed to use training aids.